The only thing was getting open and pour it out at the back. There's only stop for this little O-ring. But for first contact for this head, hand-wired. It's water. It's water with a iridescent.
Is it supposed to be a real Comlock? Actually,
yeah.
But I mean, it was an actual prop?
It's something that they've made within the last...
I see. Well, are any of these here original props? Anywhere around here?
They're here from a costuming and prop standpoint to demonstrate to us
how they can be made and...
Yeah, how easy it is to do some of the stuff. It's two sections actually, this section and this section, and they showed the cup and how you have to mix the molds and how you do a molding. And like they said, when you paint it, if you get your thumbprint on there, you have to get rid of it, because if you make a mold, it'll show up, and then if you make 50 of these, they all have your thumbprint. So it's really, really interesting to get them
Incredible.
But just all the detail and stuff and what they do.
I love the screen. And that's hand painted, it looks like.
No, I
don't know.
think they copied that.
Oh, that came off, they probably printed it off the internet. Does it have weight to it or not?
Yeah, it's surprising. I was like, what? I don't know, I guess it should be...
What's it molded out of again?
I'm not sure exactly. They can tell you more about
Some
that.
kind of...
But there's a stun gun too, and it's weird. It's a nice size and fit, the whole thing. But it's just like the idea of it weighing. It's like, I don't know. I know it's. Yeah, it's more than like a cell phone. The first time I picked it up, I was like, that's kind of heavy.
Psyche needs energy to complete its task. Energy that is only found in the minds of intelligent life forms. No words commanded. In each hour.
There were those that came rushing forward, kissing me, saying, "We love your show." So we didn't know what was going on, you know. And then I came back and settled back in England again, getting on with working in theatre. I think I was doing some show up in Manchester, wandering around, and then I heard word that Space 1999 was indeed going to start again. So I called up the agent. I said, "When do we come back?" I said, "Sorry to tell you, darling, you're not coming back." So I rang up Xenia, I rang up Prentice. What's happened? No, we haven't heard anything. Are you going back? No, haven't heard anything. Well, what? Ask your agents. We all asked our agents. No, not going back. They were recasting the show entirely. The only two people that were coming back were Martin and Barbara. I couldn't believe it. I mean, none of us could believe it. How could this possibly be? But there it was. And partly the reason was because Jerry and Sylvia had fallen apart, and Sylvia had been largely responsible for casting the show. All the cast was there because of her approval, her decisions and so forth. Not me, as I told you before, but she finally decided she liked me. In fact, we got on really well together. It was great. So much so that Jerry started not liking actors if Sylvia liked them, which was a very... I'm sorry to sort of tell you stuff like this, but you know, it is 25 years. I think we can put the cards on the table now. I tried to be diplomatic for so many years, but the next few days it's all going to come out. Well, maybe not all, but you know, I got to tell you that the show's about to start. They're about to go to the second series, And, you know, I must confess, I was crying. I loved Space 1999. I loved being in it. I enjoyed immensely the camaraderie. I had a wonderful time on the show. I had a great relationship with Barry and with Xenia and Prentice, who were all in the first show. And
No,
John,
I don't think it's...
and Anton, you came on the second
used to.
right? Medical. Oh, I'm getting all confused. Is it the art? And also the Alzheimer's kicking in again. But I was just outraged that we weren't there, and how could they possibly do a show without us? And so I got this call from my agent, Marina Martin, and I guess everybody will get their chance to tell you these similar stories. I got the call from Marina saying, Jerry Anderson wants to see you down at Pinewood. And I said, well, how can that be? She said, the show starts next Monday. Now, this was a Tuesday, 6 days before the show was due to start. So I got in my car and I drove down to Pinewood Studios and I go to meet Jerry and he goes, Nick, how are you? Jerry says, yes, come in, yeah. And he never talked to me like this before, you know. So I go in and he says, I gotta say, and he said some very nice things to me about, you know, responses that he'd heard. And that, yes, it was true, they were going ahead with the new show, and that they did have 8 scripts that were set and 3 others that were nearly. They had about 11 scripts, yeah, they were going, leaping into it. And they have finally decided that they really should have Alan Carter back. My mouth fell open and I said, have me back? I said, yeah, I said, do you have it? Well, who's the astronaut in the show? She said, well, we've got this show. This guy, his name's Mark, is going to be the new astronaut. I said, oh yeah. But we want Alan back. And I said, and you've got 11 scripts written. He said, yeah. And I said, well, what will I be doing? Because I'm obviously not in those 11 scripts. He said, oh, no, don't worry. He said, we've got this new producer, Freddie Freiberger, and I'll introduce you to him. So he presses the button and Freddie comes in. Nick, how are you? You know? Well, I'll tell you that story again later on. But he said that he wanted to bring humanity to the show, and that he felt there was no humanity in the original series, and that my character had no personality in the first series, and that he wanted to bring me back and give me personality and meaningful relationships with the other actors. I said, oh, really? Okay, that sounds very interesting. And I said, what about Prentice and Xenia? You know, these were characters. How could we possibly go on with that? He said, oh, no, don't worry about that. He said, we've got new characters coming into the show. And I said, but we have a huge following, Freddie. I mean, I've been to America. I've met thousands of fans. There's lots of letters that come in. You know, we get a lot of mail. There are people. We have a huge following. What are we going to say to these people? You know, I mean, Barry was this huge force in the show. He said, they've got short memories. Short memories. The show will start, and they'll, you know, after the first episode, they'll never know they were even there. You know, I just wanted to walk out there and then, but I also wanted to be in the show. I said, well, I don't know what you got to offer me, but, you know, you've got to show me some scripts and stuff before I say yes to this. And I went away and I was very, very strong. And eventually, well, I'm not going to bore you with this now. When I get my night, and there's going to be some time, we'll all have our own times to talk. I will bore you with the rest of that story. But this guy thought there was no personality, no humanity in the first series, and he wanted to bring all the relationships and make it all work in the second series. You can be the judge of that, whether he did it or not.
What I like to
I said to Martin, why do we not, in this little two-handed scene, act as if indeed we were puppets? said it might somehow or other deliver a message to our friends in the front office what we think of the density of the writing. And so we said to Frankie Watson, keep rolling whatever we do. And so we started off, I can't remember what the dialogue was, but we're making it up, and I'm saying, but there are men dying. Did it have? No. Just up his alley, I think he's busy. And since we've mentioned that unfortunate name, now I'm going to get really bitchy. I want to tell you why this bastard idiot is not here with us. Do you know why? Because when he was invited, when dear Rosie and the rest of the committee invited him to come, he allowed us out. He could only come if he were flown first class. There's a trash for you. Jerry, wherever you are, I wish you every conceivable kind of luck. I'm bloody glad you're not here.
September 15th, 1995.
Is that what it is?
Oh, that's more. Yes,
Yes. 1970. We ought to remember that.
Oh, you're kidding? Oh, that's great.
And it also happened to be Barbara's birthday.
My last name is Bain as well.
Oh, is that
We
right?
talked about it last night.
Yes.
She's a rather sweet woman.
She is a dear woman.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, good morning. Afternoon, or whatever it is.
Did you want this?
May I?
You can have it. You can have it, sir.
Oh, bless your heart, because I don't have one of them.
Well, this thing's, they're pretty big, so
That's
it's like...
very kind. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You got it. Thank you, Mr. Morse. I can't wait for your lecture. I'll be in there.
Bless your heart. It's not me. It's the
It's us. But
I shall be there to heckle a bit.
Oh, well. Thanks, Mr. Morse.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yes.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's on video. It's documented for history.